The old full screen. Howdy, 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 hi, everybody. Guinness 77 here with the next ship, the Conqueror, Tier 10 British battleship. This ship has got quite a reputation. It really does. It is a good-looking ship. But the reputation that the ship has is based on what most people do with this ship when they're playing her. She's got a couple of strengths and a couple of weaknesses that tend to make players use her in the same way every time. You don't necessarily have to. And what they do is they'll use the ship as a long-range sniper. And there are reasons for it. Let me show you how I got her outfitted. And when we get into gameplay, I'll talk a bit more about the long-range sniper and the armor and whatnot. I'm not going to get too heavily into the numbers this time. For consumables, pay close attention to Specialized Repair Team. That Specialized Repair Team is amazing. It really is amazing how much health you can get back if you use that consumable. The British ships, they're all very good, but this ship it's amazing. You can basically print yourself a whole new ship. Amazing repair party. For upgrades, I went with Main Armaments Mod 1. I wanted to keep her mains healthy and working well. The auxiliary armaments, well, the auxiliaries are kind of meh in this ship. I will give them a little help later. You don't need magazine mod 1. But your main armaments is really what you want to help. And it's because the ship is tied for the very best for high explosive shell damage against enemies. 48% likelihood per shell of starting a fire, which is really good. She's tied with the Republique. Moving on to the next slot, Damage Control System Mod 1. I went with that one because you don't really need engine room protection in a Conqueror unless you're like in a knife fight against another battleship that has armor piercing. But most people don't drive the ship that way. But Damage Control System Mod 1 is pretty important because the health of this ship, the armor, is second from the worst of any Tier 10 ship in the game. And her health point, our hit point pool, 82,900, is the worst in the Tier 10 ships. So obviously you don't want to push in too close. In the third slot, I went with Aiming Systems Mod 1 because the dispersion on the ship is mediocre, but the aiming systems does help. AA guns is always beneficial, but most people keep back with this ship. And if there's an enemy carrier, they're going to go after something that's probably a little bit closer. Secondary Battery Mod 1 is useful. The Main Battery Mod 2 is also useful because the turret traverse in this thing was pretty bad. 45 seconds. I modified it down to 38.3, but really? 45 seconds? I'm pretty sure that's second from the worst. The Yamato at 48.6 is worse, but frankly, I don't know if there's anybody out there. Nope, I'm not seeing any. Nope, not seeing any. I don't think anybody's worse except for the Yamato. In the next slot, I went with Steering Gears Mod 1 because the rudder shift was meh, but I got it down to, I think it's just below 17 now, maybe 15, I'm not sure. It was 17.3 stock, so I changed it. I also went with Concealment System Mod 1. to help protect me from getting spotted too early on. Ship Consumables Mod 1 is a really good choice. But once again, outfit the ship the way you want to play it. And then I did give my auxiliary armaments a little boost. They did need some help. But the others that you have to choose from there, Main Battery Mod 3 and Gunfire Control System Mod 2, they're all good. Now there's the captain that I got. That's a 10-point captain. I do not remember where I got that captain. But, be that as it may, she's a 10-point captain. So she got the job. Her specialty skills are priority target. So she's really good at spotting when enemy ships are pointing at her. And you'll need that for getting on the rudder. She's got expert marksman for a little bit better turret traverse. She's got adrenaline rush, and that's going to come in handy because this ship is damaged easily, and so as the ship takes more and more damage, the rate of gunfire goes up quite a bit. And then I went with Superintendent. This will boost her repair party from amazing to, oh wow, amazing. So here she is in port. I do want to touch briefly on the armor layout because she is second from the worst. And you can see there that the amount of armor put on her guns for a tier 10 ship is not impressive. In fact, I'd say it's awful. Impressive, but in the wrong way. You can see that the citadel there is at water level. Now, something about her armor piercing shells you need to know is that the arming trigger is very fast. So if you aim at the water line or below the water line, definitely below the water line, that AP is going to not do the amount of damage that it should. Now the AP on this ship is often criticized. Only does 13,000, but quite honestly, that's not that bad. I mean, just about everybody is around 13,500, 14,800. So I don't know why they're down on the AP. With the light fuse, you can do great things against light cruisers. Oh, great things. I'm outfitting her now for battle. Let's go ahead and get it. Ooh, wait a minute. Where was I thinking? In it for the fun. Much better. All right. The battle you're about to see was my second battle. So I've still got some things to learn about driving this ship. Let's go ahead and zip ahead a bit in the video. Now this is a map I have never seen before. I know what the enemy's going to do. They're going to go for our base. So I'm going to go up straight ahead until I'm right up against that island you see right here, and then I'm going to break west. Probably not the smartest thing, because I'll be exposing my broadside to the enemy, which is traveling southeast. This map definitely favors the team coming in from the northwest, the enemy team. All those islands you can hide behind, but look at our team. We are exposed. So you can see with these numbers why people have a tendency to hang way back at the edge of the map and just set everybody on fire. That way you're using the strengths of the ship's high explosive shells, and you're not exposing yourself to damage by pushing in close. This ship hasn't got the ability to take a lot of damage, but this is mitigated by an amazing repair party. With that in mind, I go ahead and push in. Let me move ahead a bit in the video. Now I'm kind of stoked that this guy in front of me has decided to take the lead. It means he's going to be the one everybody focuses on. Alright, so let's see what I can do. Got high explosive loaded. First 2 salvos of the game for me. Started a fire. Started 2 of them. This, the high explosive shells at 48% is just amazing. I only wish I could understand what the captain was saying. With high explosive, you can imagine what that'll do against an enemy destroyer. Ah, missed. A little more lead. Didn't start a fire. Oh, come on. There we go, started a fire. You can see just about every time you send a salvo from one triple turret, you're starting a fire. You'll notice that if you stagger your guns, you wait a couple of seconds between firing your guns, you'll almost always have a turret ready to go when you need it. Oh. Started a fire. Okay, man, now my secondaries are working them over. Good. What is she saying? You can see the damage numbers there are not too terribly impressive. It would be better here for AP than it would for HE because he's quite broadside and quite close. I could finish him in one shot if I had armor piercing loaded. But that'll work. Alright, so that leaves just a couple of enemies way over in that corner. I am going to go ahead and work them over with HE. Although AP would probably be the better way to go. Because he's broadside, he's perfect for AP. But I did start a fire. Looks like he can't put it out, or he won't. Oh, that was terrible. I really should shift over to armor piercing. That was only 1,800 in damage. Alright, so if you notice at the bottom of the screen, I have switched over to armor piercing. Now he just vanished. He's going to come back. I'm going to take a guess at where he's at, because he's going to vanish again, and I'm going to take a shot. I'm going to say right about there, right about now. This is where I get insanely lucky. Can't even see him. Citadel. Bullseye. Oh, nice. Anyway, that's the last shot that I land on him. He doesn't last very long, so I'll zip ahead a bit in the video and get to the end credits here. Well, for the second battle I've ever played in it, 72,000 damage isn't too terrible. It's at 6 fires. There's something else you need to know about the Conqueror. Right there. This is an expensive ship to run. Anyway, that is it. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe and have fun.